Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the pre-market live show. It's March 7th, Friday, and finally at the end of the week right here, the first week of March. And let's see what the market looks like. Microsoft and Apple are a little down. Nvidia is up. AVGO is way up after them earnings. Google, Meta, Amazon are all kind of flat. Tesla's down. Walmart's down. The rest of the market's a little bit flat right there. And we'll go through in a minute and see what the SPY and everybody's doing. I think the SPY is up this morning. It is $1.74. So here we go. Let's look at our Joey's jumpers and we'll come right back to that. All information presented here is for educational and informational purpose only, not intended as financial advice. So always do your due diligence. AGMH, let's look at it. Our Joey's jumpers, AGMH, what's it doing? It was jumping up yesterday. We do know that. We were early. And let's see if it's moving this morning. It is moving. It's at 21 down to 19, but it did run yesterday 14 to 29 right there. And we were just looking to see if it would keep that momentum this morning. And that is your AGMH and AALR hilarity. Let's look at that one. That one was trying to get set up. It was running up yesterday. Let's see what it's doing this morning. And it is not moving. It doesn't look like, but it was running yesterday. And we'll take a look at it. It's not in a bad spot right there. Let me see. Yeah, it's not moving just yet. And that's ALLR and CTMX. Let's see what SciTom X is doing. This looks like it's run up pretty good this morning. CTMX, there's a Joey's jumper for you, 68 to 94, and it's at 78 right now, and it's hitting that 50 up there, and but it did jump up really nice. I'm not sure if it's going to run up. And FAMI, we were early on this one as well. We were talking about it last night, and this one ran up 29 to 42 this morning. It's at 31 right now, and yesterday it ran up to what was its high yesterday? 38 there. So yeah, it ran up some more this morning right there. Good old FAMI, FLD. Let's see what FLD is doing. And that is Ford Fold Holdings, not Ford Fold. I was gonna say that's not Ford. F is Ford. FLD, that one's folding up, not folding down right now because that's looking pretty good. Running up this morning. That was yesterday, 631 to 802. It's at 750 and not looking bad. It's curling up big time. We'll have to see. It is going to hit that 50 right there at about 817. So have to look at that. And that's FLD and GV. We know that was running yesterday. Did it run up anymore this morning? Let me take a look. I'm not sure it did. We were looking for it. If it could, and it did not this morning. It just went 425 up to 443, but down to 418 is where it's at right now. It came down to 406, and that is GV, and it's still in the top. We'll have to see if it wants to stay up there. And PEV is that Phoenix Motor, and that thing jumped up right there. Let's take a look at PEV. 48 to 53. It's at 42 right now. Yesterday it was running pretty good, 30 to 60 at 48 when it closed, and that was PEV and PSTV. We know this one was a big popper yesterday as well, and we were early to this one, that Plus Therapeutics, and I think it is still running up, and we were looking at it to continue its way up. It got up to 260. It closed at 218 yesterday. And then this morning, 225 up to 257. So it is running around. It's at 228. And it looks like it's trying to go up right now. So there you go with your PSTV. And SUNY, SUNE, Sun Nation right here. And let's see, this one's curling up and popped up. We were looking at this the last couple days, and here we go with this bad boy looking good, 28 to 42. It's at 41 right there. So there you go with SUNE. That's a popper for us. TNXP, let's see. We were all over that SUNP or SUNE and TNXP. Let's look at that one. Tonix Therapeutics. And this one was running up yesterday. Let me see if it is moving today real quick. TNXP. And let's take a quick look. Yesterday it was running 1133 up to 1863. And then this morning it went 1478 to 1561. It's at 1457 right now. And there you go with your Jolie's jumpers right there. So thank you very much, Asian Jolie. Greatly appreciate them. And let's take a look and see what's happening. I think I just clicked out too far. Our laptop lowdowns right here. And let's look at that Acon because that was being talked about last night. It is down another 7 cents, but getting to be in a really good spot. So we're keeping an eye on that one for next week. ACON. So yeah, that one had that nice little dip right there yesterday and pulled back today. So we're actually absolutely looking at that one. And ALZN right here. Let's take a look at this and see what it is doing. ALZN. Let's see. It is making a base down here, actually. Is LZN. So let's take a look at this. 75 came down to 69. It's at 71. That is yesterday's date. So we'll have to see when it sets up today. AREB, but I'll probably just make that base down there. AREB is getting to be in a good spot way down here, too. Just watching this thing pulling back. American Rebel Holdings. And let's see. I think its bottom was yesterday. I think I had to sneeze. Two, two, two. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Definitely had to sneeze. AREB. Let's see. This one is, I think it did bottom out yesterday. It is starting to move a little bit today. 47 to 52. It's at 43, but it is starting to curl up there for AREB. DFLI. That's at Dragonfly. That's touching a great spot. DFLI. Let's take a look at that bad boy. Yeah, that's going to be a good one too. That's pulling back there. Is that yesterday? That's yesterday's date right there. But yeah, touching that. I would look at that today, see if it can bounce off. It might not, but it's going to be a good one to look at, and it will get flying. And that is your DFLI and ELAB. Our buddy ELAB, way down here in the basement, took a nice dip. And that's why we've been patient with everything. Had a nice dip, and it'll probably have that dip and rip look. And again, it was crawling up real hard to that MACD, and guess what it did? Definitely hit it and came down pretty good. Exactly what we look at right now. And that is ELAB, ELAB, and FGBI right here. That first guaranteed bank shares is way down in the basement. And another one, it's going to take a couple for it to get through. And that is FGBI. And let's see, maybe it tried to run up yesterday. It did a little bit, 750 to 837, and then it closed at that 760. But yeah, it's not ready, I don't think yet. And that is your FGBI. I'll look at that today. It could be getting set up. The Green Lane Holdings, GNLN. This one's just been pulling back as it gets up to that line right there. Take a look at this one today. Yeah, it's getting pretty close right there. It'll probably bounce off, but maybe you get a quick little run on it for GNLN. And good old Icon right here is up a little bit this morning, and one that we've been looking at. Not looking too bad as it curls up right there. And your 20's way up there, 25 cents. We're at 15. And that is your ICON. And let's look at Logic Mark, LGMK, Logic Mark. And this one is setting up. I know we've been watching it the last few days right here, and it is continuing to set up. Nothing real crazy today. It's just at 19 to 18, so it's just sitting there, but easily could get moving at some point. And speaking about moving, MOVE, Movano, this one, medical device one's dipping down pretty good. MOVE, that's a good move into the basement, so we'll keep an eye on move. And RDHL, Red Hill Biopharm is another great one that's pulling back big time. And again, these things have to take like 3 to 4 times to get through and really get moving. Yesterday, it tried to run up there, but again, it was just one of them quick run ups and then it pulls back. And we know that look perfectly. And good old Rent, RENT, Rent the Runway is renting down its runway, and it keeps trying to curl up and hitting that MACD and bouncing back down. So you just have to be really patient. They look like they're bottomed out. And then the next thing you know, they're coming back down some more. And SUNE, we know, is up about 29 cents. It's well over 100% this morning. And that one, we knew all about that one before. And Universal Security Investments is taking a nice dip into the basement, hitting the MACD, and came down right there. So we know that. And again, that's why we don't jump in anything early right now. We know which ones are going to be popping. Volcon This one is making a base down here. This one should be getting set up for next week. We've been looking at it, so we will keep an eye on that for next week. And good old Wheeler's been way down. Wheeler Real Estate WHLR. And this one's making a base down here, and I think that could be its bottom area. It's taking some nice dips, but again, yeah, I mean, it is over. I think Wheeler gets rolling too, guys. Keep an eye on that. It might be up right now. It is running around 105 to 141. It's at 120. Keep an eye on that Wheeler. And good old Wint right here is at 204. Let me see if it's moving at all. It does not look like it's doing anything this morning. Actually, it's at 195. I think it might have closed around 206 yesterday, so it's pulling back this morning. And that is Wint, and that is your laptop blowdown, your laptop lowdowns, and your laptop travel list for this morning. Thank you very much, Laptop Travel. And there you go with that one. And here we go, just a couple other ones, and then we'll look at the SPY BHAT. Let's see what it's doing this morning. It is getting to be in a good spot. Maybe we just see some pullback here, but it is in a good spot, and I'll have to look at it. It's just flat right now at 4 cents. I don't know. Yeah, it is opened up, but it's just sitting right there. And like I said, it is in a good spot. Could see a little more pullback. I'll have to see how it opens up there, Barbara. And but it's right there. It might be one for next week as well. And let's look at SAG right here. That SAG was trying to run up. Let's see what it's doing this morning. It is at 75 cents where to close at yesterday, 76. So it's just out down there a penny just about, and it's just hanging out 74 now. And we'll see. I don't know if that one's going to be running up some more. And again, it just curled up and hit that basement line. Could stay in that basement. That's why I think you just have to sell all of these poppers when they do run and then reevaluate them, because some get set up really good and others just hit the lines and die off. UOKA is actually looking good in that channel right there. So that one could be setting back up, I think. And this one is a crazy one, 16 to 18. That was yesterday. Doesn't look like it's moving just yet this morning, but that one's looking pretty good to try to move. FBGL, that's that new one right there, hitting something. Right, it's just flat. I have to look at this one today, actually, because it is hitting a little resistance. I guess that's the 20 day. It's been open for 20 days now. Yeah, it probably is the 20 day, and it's hitting it. So let me look at it, and that's the only thing. It's in the basement. You don't get much of a look, but you can see something on there. And CDT, the Conduit Pharmaceuticals. Let's look at that one. Is that today's date or yesterday? That's yesterday right there. Let's see if CDT is moving yet. It is at 114. What it closed at yesterday, 115. So it's just down a penny, just sitting there flat. Not really doing much this morning. And there you go, Barbara. And FAMI, that one's running up. We looked at that, Renew Your Faith, and yeah, we were all over that one as well. And that had a nice little pop up this morning and even yesterday as well. And that SLNH, let's look at it. That is up a penny, trying to curl up right there, guys. And again, this has been multiple times it's been trying to hit that MACD. How many? Wow. One, two, three, four. This would be like the fifth time. It could try to. Soluna. We'll keep an eye on this. Maybe it hits it one more time to get set up. So I'll look at that and see if it wants to pull back any. PETA. Let's look at that one, and we're just going to go over and look at our SPY and see what our big caps are doing. And PETA is just pulling back. It looks like that Haramba something electrical or something. Haramba Electric, it's called. Actually, it's right there over the MACD. Let me see. You could have a roll off. I don't know if it's going to roll off today, but maybe it gets set up. I'll keep an eye on that. Marty, aka Martini, and WKSP, real quick. We'll look at that one. WKSP is Work Sport, and that looks like it's going to be pulling back right there. So I don't think that one's moving. WKSP. Yeah, you look like you're definitely pulling back there. And Rhyme, let's see what that's up to. That's up 18 cents. That was on the list last night. and RIME. And let's see if it is moving. That's yesterday's date. What's it say here? It said it was up. It says it's at 214. This is at 194. I don't have it moving, but Finviz has it up this morning, so I'll have to look at it and see what it's doing right there. And that's RIME. And here we go. Let's take a look at our SPY and our big caps. Our market is a little bit just kind of all over the place right now. So let's just go through and look at them. SPY, the SPY 574. It's up $1.65. And guess what? I'm not convinced it's going up today. So I'm not so sure. I think we may see some more pullback right there. And we do have our crypto summit today. So I guess that'll be interesting. We'll take a look at that as well. And Apple AAPL looks like it's down 58 cents and could be pulling back some more. So definitely be careful holding these over the weekend, but they do look like they could be pulling back at the moment. AMZN, that was starting to look good yesterday and then had some good pullback. And again, not ready yet, but we are watching for these bottoms, that's for sure, because they are going to have some massive run ups. Google. That's up 5 cents, hitting that line again, and I'm sure it's going to be bouncing down without even thinking about it right there. Yeah, Google isn't going to make it through right now. So, like I said, these are all going to be setting up and bouncing off them MACDs. Meta's coming down some more, and it looks like it could be dipping down pretty much harder right there. So we'll keep an eye on Meta coming down and Microsoft. That was trying to move yesterday, and it is hitting the line. Interesting one there, and looks like it's going to just bounce off of there and come back down. We'll see. I don't think Microsoft's getting through just yet. And Nvidia is up $1.27 right there. And yeah, again, I don't think it's really ready to do anything. It just happens to be up $1.27, has some support down here at like 109. You're at 111, but nothing too crazy, and it could pull back as well. And that is Nvidia, and good old Tesla's been dipping, and that's down 285 in the basement, and looks like it could come down a little bit more. And let's take a look and see what AMC's doing. It looks like it might be up a penny, and GameStop right there is just kind of flat. Let's see. Yeah, GameStop's just a little bit flat and kind of pulling back at the moment. So I don't know if we really have anything popping. Chewy is just kind of flat. Looks like it's dipping, and that Unity is up 9 cents. But that looks like it's coming down. So I would say they look like they're coming down some more, is what it looks like to me. And let's go ahead, look at some semiconductors, AVGO. That Broadcom, I'm telling you, it popped up on the earnings, but I would get out of it. I would lock in those profits if I were you, because I think it's coming right back down. So might be a good one to bring down because it ran up this yesterday's after hours. And MU's up 95 cents, but not looking great right there. Let me just see. MU Micron, yeah. That's not looking perfect right there. So let's keep on cruising through some semiconductors, and TSM is up 214. Trying to curl up there this morning, isn't it? Let me look at it. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor, and it's trying to, but I don't think it's going to, but it is making an effort. I'll say that. SMCI, Super Micro is down a little bit and looks like it could be pulling back some more. And good old AMD, that's up 29 cents and just kind of flat, but I don't think that's going anywhere as well. So we're probably going to see that one just get hitting the MACD to come down for another time. And good old QCOM, that one's up 26 cents. And that one looks like it's going to be pulling back as well. And Intel, that one's pulling back right now, down 22 cents. So look for Intel and good old PayPal. That was trying to set up. It's up 27 cents, hitting the MACD. I have a feeling that one's not going to make it through. And good old Snow was coming down yesterday, and it looks like it's going to come down some more. It is up a little bit this morning, but we know how that goes. And Dell is down and looks like it's pulling back as well. So let's look at Mara, and that's down a little bit. Mara's setting up. Riot is trying to get set up, just kind of bouncing down there right now. And Clean Spark, CLSK, that one is rolling up to the MACD and probably going to pull back like we know it will. And MSTR is down 564 going into the crypto summit. And let's take a look at it this morning and see. And yeah, it's hitting that 20. It's trying to get through. It was yesterday, and we'll see what it can do today as we have a crypto summit. And speaking of which, we will go through our crypto. And it looks like Bitcoin's at about 89,000. And let's see, that H bar is at 25 cents and Link's at $17, 17.17. So they are looking a little bit better. And Doge is back to 20. And like I said, Bitcoin's at 89,000 right there. And let me see what the rest of these guys are doing. Sol's at 143, so that moved up. Ethereum's at 2,194. Ripple's at 253, it looks like. And let me see as they scroll back around. Let me see. And Cardano looks like it might be down to 87. So that looks like it's definitely pulling back. And let's look at the charts and see what they're going to do on the day of a crypto summit at the White House. And yeah, Cardano is down to 87. And let's see what's going on here. And like I said, Bitcoin's at the 89. And let's see what the chart looks like. It isn't looking too bad. It's a little bit of pullback right there. And they could get turned around today, I could see. Ethereum at 2,189 at the moment. And let me look at that one. And that one's trying to make that curl up. Will probably get bounced down, I would assume, because we just know that look. And Solana's at 142. And let's see. Solana looks like it's just a little pullback right there, but could curl up. So we'll keep an eye on that. And the Cardano's at 87 right now. And let's see what Cardano is up to because it was pulling back. If I can bring up the chart, there we go. Yeah, Cardano had run up so much, it's just pulling back right there, but I don't think it's really that crazy. And Ripple's at 252. And let's take a look at Ripple and see. And Ripple doesn't look bad either. It's just a little bit of pullback there. So they could easily get turned back around today. And so, yeah, we'll keep an eye on our crypto as we have a crypto summit this morning, or not this morning, today. I mean, at some point, I don't even know when it starts. And let's take a look and see. Our ETF is down to 4.4. And like I said, we'll see what these guys are trying to bounce up. I know they pulled them back. So we'll see what goes on with the crypto summit today and see how crypto wants to react. And obviously the rest of the market, because it's just sitting there not doing a whole lot this morning, we'll say that. So there you go. And let's look at our scanner real quick and see what's going on. That SUNE has popped up over 100%. We were all over PSTV, FAMI. What else? CTMX is up there. Icons getting set up. PEV, that NVNI, we looked at that last night. That's trying to get set up down there. And that AGMH did run. ACON, we know ADTX is trying to get set back up again. And let's see what else. I don't see anything really new. SYRS, we're keeping our eye on that bad boy. Watch for that thing. It's up a little bit today. And Lunar is pulling back some more. We thought so last night. And there it is, way down there. And Walgreens is up 65 cents going into the private buy right there. So there you go at Walgreens. And let's see what's going on over here. It's pretty much the same one. CTMX had run up a little bit. And that I would say that's everything right there. And like I said, that PEV. So we did cover everything there. And Fed's pal gets a chance to address trade war and stagflation fears. It's retailers' turn to be resilient. I don't know what that means. U.S. stock futures edge higher before payrolls data. And here's what recent history says about happens after the S&P 500 breaches this critical level. And stock markets today, jobs report, Powell speech, and what else to watch. So there you go. I guess Powell is speaking, and we do know there is a jobs report today. So I think Luis Rodriguez has told us that. And looking forward to the details surrounding this Bitcoin reserve. I'm sure Sayer have advised on strategies to get around the taxpayer money restrictions. So yeah, I am definitely curious about that as well, Luis Rodriguez. Um, so yeah, we'll see what goes on with this crypto summit and what they say in this reserve and all that other good jazz. So let's take a look and see what's going on at StockTwits World. And Lunar's down, AVGO is up, but keep an eye on it. It might not stay up. GRR is coming down. How about Cold? That one's moving back up a little bit. So maybe they're trying to reverse. Ah, let's see. Cold is trying to bounce back up. Let's look at Boyle here. I mean, these things had run up pretty big. Yeah, it could. I mean, Boyle's coming back down to the MACD. It could easily get set back up there, but we'll keep an eye on it. And that is your Boyle. It's at 92, so we'll look at that today. And let's see what else is going on. Some coins, XPEV. That's a car manufacturer in China, and that's running up into the top for whatever reason. Costco's down, and HPE, whatever that is. Let's see, HPE, Hewlett Packard. That's how you say it. I can't even say their name. Um, there we are. That's in the basement. That's going to be a good one to keep an eye on. I didn't realize that was so cheap down there. HPE down at like $14. Let's take a look at this thing. HPE. Wow, big dip yesterday, that's for sure. It came 1872 down to 14. It's at 1430. We'll keep an eye on that. Good old HPE right there. So that's a good dip. H bars back up and TNXP. Let's see what that's doing. Oh, we looked at it. It was popping up there. So there you go. That's what we're looking at. FAMI SDOT's up this morning, guys. Remember, we were talking about this looking good. SDOT, I think that is moving up this morning a little bit. Doesn't look like it's moving there, but on here, it is up what? What does it say? Up 33 cents. It's at 343. So, and that TRNR, keep an eye on that bad boy as well. So yeah, some good ones to look at. And obviously, we caught some poppers, so there you go. I would say that's a good pre-market review on our Friday morning. And again, it's just a little mixed up there. Microsoft and Apple are down, Tesla's down, Nvidia's up, AVGO is still up, but I'm not convinced they're ready to go. The SPY is green; it's only up 98 cents, and I think it's coming back down some more today. And we'll keep an eye on what crypto wants to do with our good old crypto summit here. So there you go, everybody. I would say that is a good pre-market review. Just blasted right through that, and we'll see them what Powell has to say here and the jobs report. So it could be a little bit flat as we go into that. And I'll look at these guys real quick. ANNX, that one, Annexon. Just a little bit of pullback, trying to get moving there. KTOS, let's see. Up 15 cents. That one's trying to move a little bit there, hitting that resistance. I'm not so sure. I'd have to look at that as it opens up. This one might be an OTC or PALAF, and it is Paladin Energy. That's actually trying to curl up, but we just know it's not going to get through right there. So it is trying to curl up and move a little bit. And TBLA, tabula.com. I don't even know what that does, but let's see. That one's pulling back too, TBLA. So looks like a couple pullbacks right there. Yeah, that one does look like it's pulling back right there. And there you go, everybody. I would say we did cover everything, and we know it's popping up and what's moving. We're keeping an eye on crypto with the crypto summit, and I'll keep you guys posted with the SPY, but I think it's coming down with everything else. So we will be watching it to see what it wants to do here. And there you go, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it on a Friday morning. And have a great day trading, and make sure you lock in those profits and trade smart. Thanks for everyone tuning in. Laptop Travel for your laptop lowdowns, and Asian Jolie for your Jolie's Jumper. Jay Kratz and Luis Rodriguez, and Dusty Quid, Tobias, Creative Genius, Marty, Trench, Ant right there, and Hugh, Alicia, Zach, and so many others. Thank you for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it as always. And like I said, I'll keep you guys posted on the SPY. Let me know if you're looking at anything, and we'll see what this crypto summit's up to today. So I will be posting and seeing what it is and updating you. And SUNE is run up over 150% as we knew it would. So there you go, everybody. So everyone locking those profits, trade smart, and obviously goodbye, good luck, see you later, and have a great day, everybody.